Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Krystal. I'm here today with a restorative TRX for yoga experience. And I want you to consider something. I want you to consider that you hold all of the stress from your day through your shoulders and neck area. All right, so that's where the tension and the stress is stored in your physical body. And I also want you to consider that your hips are the emotional center of your body. So you hold on to all of your emotions in the area of the hips. So when there's negative emotions attached to your body, that's what can create a lot of stiffness and tightness. So today we're going to connect movement with breath, with emphasis on releasing what does not belong to you in the shoulder and neck area and in the hip area. We're going to stay active by applying pressure on the straps. This is not a passive practice. So this is not yin. We're not going to relax into the pose. We're going to find a little bit of that balance between mobility and stability. I want you to connect your breath to your movement. Let's begin. Please stand facing your suspension trainer. Bring your suspension trainer to its fully shortened position. Bring your hands into the foot cradles, thumbs to the outside, and slowly begin to walk backward until your hands are at about waist height. Bring your feet to start today, hips width apart. Soft bend behind your knees. Fan your fingers wide. And to make sure you're the appropriate distance from your anchor point, I want you to come into extended mountain pose. Spin your thumbs to the ceiling. Keep pressure in the straps and sweep your arms up overhead. Palms face the anchor point. Shoulders slide down away from your ears. Knees are unlocked. Hip bones slide up to belly button. Now, if you feel like you're leaning or there's a lot of tension in your neck and shoulder area, walk your body forward or backwards until you feel like you're standing straight up. Pressure on the straps. And then slowly bring your hands back down to the starting position. Your fingers are fanned wide so they're active. Your hands, they're not just hanging there. Wake them up and press down into your palms, no finger gripping. Your knees, they're unlocked so you can pull those hip bones up to the belly button, a nice neutral pelvis. And as you press down into your hands, I want you to feel the muscles in your core brace. Your abdominals brace the front side of the spine. The muscles that run along the back side of your body brace the back side of your spine. And the right and the left hand sides, the oblique areas, brace those muscles. Begin to breathe your Ujjayi victory breath. Breathe as deeply as you can in and out through your nose. Make the sound of the ocean. Look straight ahead of you, and I will tell you we're going to start with some neck movements. So I don't want you looking at the screen. Only if you really need to see what's going on. We're going to do 5 repetitions of each. They're going to be slow, controlled, and match with breath. So look straight forward, eyes on the horizon. Press the crown of your head to the sky and lengthen your neck. Let's begin. Tip your chin to your chest. Take a deep breath in. Return your head back to neutral. Breathe out. 4 more repetitions. On the inhale, a deep, deep inhale through the nose. Drop the chin to the chest. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Exhale back to center. Keep pressing into your hands. Drop the chin to the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale back to center. Separate your collarbones. You have 2 more. Inhale, chin to chest. Search for a bigger range of motion with every repetition. Exhale back to center. And you go only to the point of discomfort, no pain. 1 more time. Inhale, press into those hands. Exhale, neck back to center. Look straight forward. Inhale, tip your chin up to the ceiling. Open up your throat. You keep pressing into your hands to lift up out of those shoulders. Exhale, back to center. Again, inhale, lift the chin up towards the sky. Separate your collarbones as you press into your hands. Exhale, back to center. So there's gentle pressure in your hands. You have 3 more. Inhale, lift that chin up. Can you get just a little bit more range of motion? Exhale, back to center. Inhale, lift that chin up to the ceiling. Push your lower jaw forward. Open up the throat more. Exhale, back to center. 1 more time. Inhale, tip that chin up to the ceiling. Lower jaw pushes forward, open up. Back to center. Look over your right shoulder. Exhale. We're switching the breath a little bit. Press into the hands, equal weight in both feet. Come back to center, inhale. Same side, exhale, look over your right shoulder, follow your gaze. Notice what you see at your end range of motion and come back to center. Keep pressing into those hands the whole time. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Can you look a little further this time? Bigger range of motion. Come back to center, breathe in. Exhale, twist. So they're bracing the muscles as you twist. Core muscles contract. Back to center. Inhale all the way. Crown of head presses to ceiling. Exhale, twist. Back to center, breathe in. Last time, look over that right shoulder. Keep your eyes on the horizon. So your head is neutral. You're just rotating to the right. Back to center, breathe in. Switch sides, look over your left shoulder. Just witness if one side is tighter than the other. Come back to center, breathe in. There's nothing to do about that. Same side, twist. Can you get just a hair more range of motion this time? Come back to center, breathe in. Separate those collarbones, shoulder blades together. Look over your left shoulder, twist. Expose the tightness to release it. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Keep your knees unlocked as you press into your feet. Come back to center. Take that deep breath in. Last time on this side. Exhale, twist. Come back to center. Drop your chin to your chest and hold. Keep pressing into your hands to keep that sternum lifted away from the tailbone. You're going to trace your collarbones like your chin was a paintbrush. Begin to the right. Keep your chin tucked into your chest. Start to trace your right collarbone up to your right shoulder. See what you're looking at. Breathe in. Back to center. Breathe out. Switch sides. Trace up the left collarbone. Take a deep breath in. Come back to center. Breathe out. To the right. Inhale. Sweep that chin up the collarbone, maybe above the right shoulder. Exhale. Back to center. To the left. Take a deep breath in. Draw your upper arm bones towards the wall behind you. Back to center. Exhale. Try not to let those shoulders round forward. One more per side. Inhale. Sweep the chin up the right collarbone, over the right shoulder. Back to center. Press into those hands. Breathe out. Switch sides. Up the left collarbone. Take a deep breath in. Back to center. Breathe out. Press into your hands. Pull your head back to neutral. Fill your lungs. Forward fold. Hinge. Press your hands towards the anchor point. Look down towards the ground. Open up the shoulders. Open up the back of your legs. There's no hanging on the straps. You're rooting into your palms to lift the chest to the height of the hips. Upper arm bones slide into the shoulder sockets. Now I want you to round through the spine to stand all the way up. Begin to tuck the tailbone under on purpose. Hollow your lower belly. Keep rooting into your hands as you roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulder blades separate, chin to chest, and then stand all the way up. Find your neutral alignment, active plank. Forward fold, hinge with a flat back you go. Push your hips back, hands forward, and round through the spine. Tuck the tailbone under. Press into the hands and drag yourself up, chin to chest. And then look to the horizon, find neutral. Exhale, fold, anchor your heels heavily into the floor. Roll yourself up, bigger range of motion. Hands are shoulder width apart. Pull yourself back to that starting position. Shoulder blades together, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Hollow the belly, pull the belly muscles in to brace the spine. Tuck that tailbone, round through the spine, roll yourself up like a big, big wave. Keep the rhythm of your breath at the top. Take a deep breath in. You have one more. Exhale, fold. Press into those hands. Slowly roll yourself all the way back up. Tuck the tailbone. Press into the hands. Press, 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 press. At the top, draw your shoulder blades together. Sweep your arms overhead. Extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Unlock those knees. Halfway lift. Draw your shoulder blades together. Push the crown of your head away from your shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Pull from the bottom. Extended mountain. Breathe in. So this is more active. Forward fold. Breathe out. We're giving those muscles a good squeeze to release. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold, breathe out. I want you to hear the sound of your breath. Extended mountain. Inhale through your nose. Forward fold. Exhale through your nose. Halfway lift. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, fold. Push the air out from the top. Extended mountain. Find the sound of the ocean in your breath. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold 2 more times. Extended mountain. Pull the hip bones to the belly button. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Try to breathe louder than my cues. Extended mountain. Last one. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Press into your hands. Slowly stand all the way up. Turn to face away from your anchor point. Hands at eyebrow height. Find your balance on your left foot. Pull your right knee to the height of your hip. Lift up onto the ball of your standing foot and push into your hands. Separate your collarbones. Hands come the width of your shoulders. Step your right foot long out in front of you. Plant it to the floor into crescent lunge. Your hands are over your shoulders, maybe out in front of them a little bit. Bend into that back knee. And your feet, they're not glued to the floor, so don't be afraid to move them around. Feet, hips width apart. Press your hands forward into the straps and move your shoulders back over your hips. Slide the hip bones up towards the belly button. Push your hands into the straps. Reach your hands towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Start to tee open your arms. Stretch through the chest. Take a deep breath out. Elbows are slightly bent. Your hands are pushing forward into the straps to pull the belly into the spine. Stay low in those legs. Inhale, your arms up overhead. Don't bring your thumbs too close together. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. Sweep your arms wide. Exhale. All with a neutral pelvis. Inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Can you reach your hands a little higher? Exhale, try to straighten those arms a little longer as you open up, tee open those arms. 2 more. Inhale, keep the pressure in the straps. Exhale, open up. Stay low in those legs. Reach those arms up. Take a deep breath in. This time, right arm only. Drop your right arm back behind you. Look over your right shoulder. Revolving crescent lunge, and you hold. Push your hands away from one another. Shoulders, slide them away from the ears as you press the crown of your head away from the shoulders. For 5, 4, 3, see what you're looking at. 2, arms back up overhead. Press into your hands, step your feet together. And let's switch sides, hands at eyebrow height to begin. Balance on your right foot, pull your left knee to the height of your hip. Lift up onto the ball of your right foot. Push into your hands, separate those collarbones, and slide forward. Step out to crescent lunge, left foot to the floor out in front of you. Bend into that back knee. Push your hands forward so you're not hyperextending in those shoulders. Move your shoulders back over your hips. Do you see how my hands are in front of my shoulders a little bit now? Hip bones lift up to belly button. Push into those hands. Pressure in the straps. Reach your hands high. Breathe in. Sweep your arms wide. Breathe out. How wide you go has everything to do with the deep stretch you want to feel. Don't push it too much. No pain. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, open your arms. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, open those arms up. Knit the ribs into the belly, but pressure in those hands. Inhale, arms up. Stay low in those legs. Exhale, sweep the arms wide. You got it. Stay nice and low in those legs. Press into the hands. Reach your arms up. Breathe in. Left arm only, revolving crescent lunge. Drop your left arm by your side. Look over your left shoulder. Push your hands away from one another. Slide those hip bones up to the belly button and lean into your upper hand. For 5, breathe your breath. Don't hold your breath through this. 4, 3, twist a little more. 2, both arms up overhead. Press into your hands, step your feet together. Turn to face your anchor point. Let's do a sun A and clear it away. Extended mountain, breathe in. If there's slack, you move back. Forward fold, press into your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Pull to rise, extended mountain. Fold and empty. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Round through your spine, tuck that tailbone, one vertebrae at a time. Roll all the way up, exaggerate it more this time. Separate those shoulder blades, chin to chest. And then at the top, you look to the horizon. This time, heel toe your feet apart one time. Feet are still facing 12 and a clock, your hips width apart. Forward fold, anchor your heels into the floor. And round up through that spine. So our feet are gonna get a little wider every round, 5 rounds of this. Press into those hands, drag yourself all the way back up to standing position. Heel toe your feet apart. Find a rhythm with your breath. Forward fold, so the wider your legs get, pay attention to where the sensation shifts. Press into those hands and round up through the spine, tuck the tailbone, one vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders up over your hips. Heel toe your feet apart one time. Forward fold. Push those hips back. Unlock your knees as you lift your sitting bones up. And now tilt in the opposite direction. Tuck the tailbone under, round through your spine. Oh, get that good stretch. Drag with your hands to that standing upright position. Last time, heel toe your feet apart. Nice wide stance. Forward fold. Push your hips back as you reach your hands forward. Look down to the ground, lengthen the back of your neck, and you round yourself back up. One vertebrae at a time. Right into a Cossack stretch. Elbows bend, palms face one another. Slide your fingertips to grip the foot cradles. Begin to drop your hips down and back behind your right heel. Notice my arms are straightening. So it's like a single leg squat. I'm squatting behind my right heel. I'm going to turn the ball of my left foot up off the floor. Now, the closer I bring my hips to my right heel, the more intense the stretch will be. Shoulder blades together onto my back. Pull into the hands, stand straight up. You can let go at the top, but keep the pressure. Drop to the other side. Drop your hips down behind your left heel. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. Lift the ball of your right foot up off the ground. Arms are straight, shoulder blades together. The closer you bring your hips towards your left heel, the more intense the stretch. The closer you get, it's not better, it's just different. Choose your variation. Come back to center, breathe in. Squat to the right, breathe out. Ball of the left foot lifts up off the ground. Stand up nice and tall, take a deep breath in. Drop your heels down and back to the left. Ball of your right foot lifts up off the ground. One more time per side. Stand all the way up, take a deep breath in. Drop your hips down and back to the right, breathe out. Shoulder blades together onto your back. Get into those hips. Stand up, take a deep breath in. Over to the left you go, breathe out. Stand up nice and tall. Both feet face 12 and a clock, breathe in. Forward fold, press into your palms, fan out your fingers. Roll one vertebrae at a time, all the way back up. Goddess squat. Turn your feet to 10 and 2, so your toes turn to face away from one another. Draw your shoulder blades together onto your back. You want a nice strong core. Begin to drop your hips down and back, you're squatting. Hip bones lift up to belly button. Tailbone anchors to the floor right behind your heels, right in the center between the heels. Now nudge your knees in line with your middle toe, which means you have to peel your knees apart towards the baby toe. As you tilt the pelvis to neutral, hip bones to belly button. Press down into your hands, stand all the way up. Keep peeling your knees towards your baby toes. You'll feel the squeeze of the glutes at the top. Take a deep breath in. Goddess squat, breathe out. Peel the knees apart, hip bones to belly button. Press into the hands, stand all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Goddess squat, breathe out. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Pressure on the straps, stand up, take a deep breath in. Shoulder blades together. Exhale, sink low. You have just one more. Inhale, stand all the way up. Sink your hips towards the height of your knees as best possible and hold for 5. Peel the knees to the baby toes. 4, open up those inner hips. 3, lean your shoulders back over your hips. 2, press into your hands. Stand all the way up. Toes turn to face 12 and a clock. We have Cossack stretch again. Bend the elbows, palms face each other. Grip the straps with the fingertips. Drop your hips down and back to the right. Take a deep breath in, pull the ball of your left foot up off the floor. Stand up, breathe out. To the left you go. Inhale, try to sink those hips a little lower. Exhale, stand all the way up. To the right, try to get as much of the back of your left leg towards the floor as you can. Stand all the way up. Other side, try to get as much of the back of your right leg towards the floor as you can. Stand all the way up, but don't compromise your spine. Keep that nice neutral spine. One more time per side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Use the pressure in the straps to make this available for you. Last one. Take that deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feet face 12 and a clock. Forward fold. Round through the spine. Stand all the way up. Goddess squat. Round 2. Turn your toes to face away from one another. Sink those hips down and back. Begin where you ended last time. Hips towards the height of the knees. Shoulders hug together onto your back. Peel your knees towards the baby toes. Feet are flat on the floor. You can keep your hands right here, or an option, sweep your arms up overhead. Pull in the back of your hands. Stand all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Arms sweep low. Exhale. Goddess squat. Drop your hips down and back. Breathe in. Arms up. Breathe out. Stand up. Breathe in. Arms back to neutral. Breathe out. Squat low, breathe in. See you're connecting movement with breath. Arms up, breathe out. Knit the ribs into the belly. Stand up, breathe in. Arms down, breathe out. You keep going with your breath. Squat low, peel your knees towards your baby toes. Arms up, hip bones, lift up to belly button. Stand up, fan out your fingers and your toes. Arms down, breathe out. 2 more rounds. Drop your hips down and back. Keep your heels anchored to the floor. Sweep those arms up. Hip bones lift up to belly button. Pull the knees towards the baby toes as you stand up. Sweep your arms low. Last time. Sink those hips low. Option to keep your hands here. You're going to stay low in the legs, or sweep your arms up for that additional challenge. For 5, anchor your heels into the floor. 4, wiggle your toes. 3, peel your knees towards the baby toes a little more. 2, stand all the way up. Hands sweep down, turn your feet to face 12 and a clock. Nice wide stance. Forward fold, press your tailbone back, reach your hands forward. Round through your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll all the way back up. Heel toe your feet together 1 time. So now we're reversing. Your feet are still wide, forward fold. Anchor your heels into the floor. Soft bend behind the knees. Roll yourself all the way back up. Push into your hands. Separate those collarbones. 3 more to go. Heel toe those feet together. Forward fold, hips push back. Hands press forward. Roll yourself up. Keep those knees unlocked for more malleability in those hips. Shoulders over hips, heel toe your feet together. Fold. Push your hips and your hands in opposite directions, and you go roll yourself up. Bigger range of motion, bigger sensation, and you breathe through what you feel. Last one, heel toe those feet all the way together. Heels in line with middle toes, and fold. Roll yourself all the way up to that starting position. 1 vertebrae at a time. At the top, look to the horizon, shoulder blades together, extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Press into your hands. Slowly stand all the way up. Bring your suspension trainer to mid-calf length. Brace the cam buckles or D-rings with your thumbs. Pull the handles down to hover right below the kneecaps. Take a seat facing your anchor point. If your anchor point is against a wall or a door, have your feet about 6 inches from that wall or door. If your suspension trainer is hung from a ceiling, a wide open space, have your feet directly underneath that anchor point. Bend your left knee. Bring the sole of your left foot to your inner right leg, anywhere below or above the knee, like a seated tree position. You might want a block or a rolled up towel to put underneath that left knee if you feel any discomfort in the left leg. You're gonna hinge forward, grab the foot cradles with your hands. Press down into those foot cradles to brace your core, shoulders together. Take a deep breath in. Hinge, forward fold. Reach your hands towards your toes. Slide your sitting bones back and press through your right heel. Keep that right leg active. Anchor your left knee and your left hip towards the floor. Press into your hands, sit all the way back up. Take a deep breath in. Fold, breathe out with a flat back, no separating those shoulder blades. Keep the flat back the whole time. Sit all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Fold, exhale, push into those hands. Left knee, left hip, anchor towards the floor. Sit all the way up and switch sides. Extend your left leg long out in front of you. Bend your right knee and bring the sole of your right foot to your inner left leg. Anchor your right knee towards the floor. My knee is hovering, and it can hover, but if you feel discomfort in your hip or knee, that's when I want you to prop something between your leg and the floor. Gently anchor your right knee and your right hip to the ground, equal weight in both hands, and fold. Right hip, right knee, anchor to the floor. Left heel presses forward. Left sitting bone presses back. Press into your hands, sit all the way back up. Take a deep breath in. Fold, breathe out. Press into your hands, sit all the way back up. Fold, breathe out. Press into your hands, sit all the way up. V, open your legs. Take both legs long and separate your feet so that if there's a mat underneath you, your heels are off the edges of your mat. Flex your feet. You have to stay active in your feet, your ankles to protect your knees. Press down into your hands, breathe in. With that flat back, you hinge, push your hips back, hands forward, breathe out. Press down into your hands, sit all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Notice my arms stay straight, shoulder blades together. Fold, breathe out. Press into the hands, sit all the way up. Take a deep breath in, opening up those hips. Fold and exhale. Press into your hands all the way back up. Bonus round, one more. Fold, press through your heels, send your sitting bones back. Keep pressing into your hands to engage your core. And just ever so softly swing both hands, so keep your thumbs to touch. Sweep your hands towards your right foot and then towards your left foot. For 5, side to side you go. 4, breathing in and breathing out. 3, feel this in the low back. Keep pressing into those hands. 2, last time to the right and to the left. Maybe you breathe in to the right, breathe out to the left. Come back to center, press into your hands, sit all the way back up. Butterfly stretch, Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. The closer your heels come to your body, the deeper the stretch. Press your feet together, anchor your knees into the floor. Press into the hands, breathe in, and here we go. Fold. Reach your hands forward. Keep gently pressing the soles of your feet together. Knees anchor to the floor. Press into your hands, sit all the way up, breathe in. Press into your hands, breathe out. All the way up you sit. Take one deep breath in. This is it, last time. Fold and breathe out. Press into your hands, sit all the way up. Separate your hands and pull your knees together, feet flat on the floor. Hook your heels through the anchor points. Slide your left foot all the way through that anchor point, followed by the right foot. Extend your legs long out in front of you. Sit nice and tall. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. One vertebrae at a time, roll all the way back. Squeeze the muscles in your legs. Press through your heels. Stay active. Reach your arms to the floor behind you. Press down into your feet. Lift your hips up off the ground. From your fingertips to your toe tips, one long line. Take a nice deep breath in. Hips to the floor. Arms by your sides, palms face up. Let your toes fall away from one another. And this is where the magic happens. Stay here with me. Allow yourself to completely slide into a state of deep relaxation. Through your nose, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. A few moments of deep rest. Shavasana. I'll mind the time, then I'll bring us out of practice together. Until then, soak up all the goodness of your practice right here, right now. Through your nose, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Begin to sway your feet side to side. Gentle movements, reawakening your body. Bring your legs back to center. Hug your knees into your chest, and with your foot cradles with your fingertips, slide the foot cradles off of your feet. Hug your knees into your chest, give them a good squeeze. Extend your right arm above your head towards the floor, and slowly roll over onto your right hand side. Rest your ear on your arm, and pause here a moment. Just recognize how you feel. Did you create some brand new space in your neck and shoulders today? Newfound sense of freedom in your hips? Perhaps you didn't even know that you were a little tight in your hips or your neck and shoulders, and you gained access to something brand new. Whatever it is, recognize it and acknowledge yourself for creating that for you. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly make your way to a comfortable sitting position. Bring your hands to your knees and sit nice and tall. Let's seal practice together with one clearing breath through your nose. Breathe all the way in. I want you to feel your body expand. Hold the air in. Open your mouth and push the air out. And feel your body relax. Open your eyes. And your practice is complete. Really great work. And as I said before, perhaps you weren't even aware that some tightness and tension was residing in your body. Your neck and your shoulders is where we hold on to the stress from the day. And sometimes we get so accustomed to our stress, we don't even realize that it's weighing on us. When we store our emotions in our hips, sometimes we're not even sure if something's bothering us, but that stickiness in the hips, when it's exposed and that discomfort is there and you breathe through it, releases it for you. It's really important to know that that stuff doesn't belong to you. It's stuck. It's manifesting in your physical body from stuff that's happening. And so nothing is better for you. This is like the ultimate form of self-care. Keep coming back to this over and over again. All of us here on the TRX Live and On Demand platform, we have something to help you feel better, because that's how you deserve to feel. Please hydrate, support all of your efforts in feeling well. I look forward to seeing you on your mat again. But until then, keep smiling. Thank you.